Before I start, I would like to say it's great being back in Winchester. And before we came to the school here, my wife and I took a ride around, and it reminded me of my days in Winchester, and especially in Winchester High School, the greatest high school going. Now to the story I guess you brought me here to discuss. It was hot. I was nervous. I was worried. Heck, I was scared. I did not know how it was all going to turn out. But enough about my wedding day. We changed course. They changed course. We maneuvered. They executed and mirrored that same maneuver. We understand the severity of the situation, and the mood of my crew changes from highly concerned to blatantly terrified. We get on our ship's satellite phone to the Piracy Center, which we discover later is basically an apartment with 3 British guys manning the phones, who then call somebody else who calls somebody else, a piracy clearinghouse, if you will. At a half-mile away, we get the flares ready, and the fire hoses are charged and running. The boats keep coming closer, and the third mate starts shooting flares. Pretty soon, I start shooting flares also, hoping one of them will catch their boat on fire. Now, the pirates are shooting at me on the bridge, and I'm firing flares at them. I can hear the ping, ping, ping. It's the pirates' bullets making dents in the ship's house and ship's hull. Now this is the part of the talk where I have the pleasure of clearing up some of the biggest things that were gotten wrong by the media. I didn't surrender myself as a hostage, some kind of sacrificial, heroic, fatted calf. I believe that my major responsibility was to get the pirates off my ship. I knew if I went with them, they could not get back on the Maersk, Alabama. That meant my crew, the ship, and the cargo, my responsibility, would be protected, and were now safe. I helped them get off the Maersk, Alabama. They got their missing guy back, and then they didn't let me go. It's another lesson I learned in this incident. Never trust a pirate. I was also convinced there was no way somebody was going to ride to my rescue. I did the math and figured the Navy was just too far away. However, I vowed I would not give up. If I gave up, I realized that I truly became nothing but a hostage, just something they could ransom for money or murder for notoriety. I just dove in and started swimming away. Unfortunately, his screams were waking the other 3 sleeping pirates, and they could see me in the full light of the moon, so they came after me in the boat. I dive under the water and actually go underneath the boat to the other side and come up. And now they're going around the deck of the lifeboat trying to find me. But about the 4th time, I pop up, and a pilot was right there with his AK-47. He fired one shot right by my head. I made another quick adjustment in my plans. Okay, I give up. You got me. So I'm yelling, what the hell are you guys doing? There was a bunch of shots, not just the 3 that you heard about in the media. The SEALs told me later that they had hit the pirates and then kept firing into the boat in case the pirates were climbing around in there, coming to get me. The SEALs knew exactly where I was, so they avoided me. It seemed like it went on for a long time, but in probability, it was only 2 or 3 seconds. I get sprayed a few times from debris from the bullets. The pirates in the coxswain seat wound up on the deck right next to me. He was alive, but I could tell he didn't have long. Then there was silence. After days of constant taunting, heat, and torture, there was just nothing. Finally, a voice says, "Are you all right?" And it's an American voice. And then he came down the forward hatch, a SEAL. The 3 points that I would like for you to know are, first, you are much stronger than you know. Second, the only time that all is lost is when you choose to give up. And third, a dedicated, motivated, professional team can overcome any obstacle or problems that are before them.